Everything okay, Ms. Polinsky?
I would be lying if I said no.
If something is up, don't be afraid to tell me. It is my job to listen to students, if they do have a problem.
It's about Phoebe. On the first day of school months ago, she told me something personal about her that she went through at her old school.
Did she tell you anything about it?
Yeah, but it wasn't much. She also said she wanted to build up trust between me and her before she would tell me the full story.
Well, Cassandra, I've learned that when someone has trouble putting their trust in people, it can be a waiting game to those who want to help. It does pay off though for those who can be patient enough. Phoebe will come around eventually. And just remember, me and Principal Moonlight stores are always open. Reach out to us if you and Phoebe ever need help with this.
Will do. Thank you, Vice Principal Hubbard.
You're welcome. Now you should be getting to class. The bell's going to ring soon.
Remember class, this is an important upcoming test that you need to pass, so be sure to take notes. To give you all some help, I will be going over what we've learned in the lesson over the last couple weeks one more time. There will be many kinds of these questions on this test, so pay attention.
Kevin, I know you're throwing paper airplanes at my head. Knock it off.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Now let's go over this again. First, you'll need to do the following.
Ow.
Oops, sorry there, Phoebe.
You are not sorry, you knew exactly what you were doing.
Phoebe, do you have a good explanation as to why you are interrupting my class?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Brooks, but Kevin is distracting me from doing my work. He's throwing paper airplanes at me, one of which hit me in the face.
I don't know what Phoebe's talking about. I'm not throwing paper airplanes at her.
Really, Kevin? Then you explain to Mrs. Brooks how those paper airplanes got on the floor.
Those aren't mine. They're probably Seth's.
Leave me the hell out of this, Kevin, because I'm already in enough trouble as it is for the last stunt I pulled.
Stop it, that is enough. Kevin, to the office.
But Mrs. Brooks, I'm telling you I didn't do anything.
You haven't done anything, all right. You aren't taking notes like I told you. I can clearly see the blank sheet of paper on your desk. To the office, right this instant.
Throwing paper airplanes in class? Clearly, Kevin doesn't get that we're not in elementary school anymore.
Don't let him get under your skin. If Kevin does keep up his bad behavior, he'll answer to Moonlight High School's finest.
I'll try, but it won't be easy when he's sitting directly behind me in math class.
Hey Phoebe. Let's have a talk one-on-one, you little snitch.
Go away, Kevin. What happened in Mrs. Brooks' class is said and done.
Newsflash. I was enjoying myself just fine until you ratted me out and got me in trouble.
I was trying to do my schoolwork. I didn't need you distracting me by throwing your paper airplanes.
Well, just so you know, next time you rat me out, I'll make sure your high school years are a living hell.
Really, Kevin? You're going to make threats to Phoebe on school grounds? That's not only sad, it's wrong too.
Stay out of this, Cassandra. I'm not talking to you. This is between me and Phoebe. Well, isn't that sweet? Cassandra Polinsky sticking up for Phoebe. Move it or else I'll.
You'll what? Beat me up, threaten me, try and act like a big tough kid? People like you think you can push people around and get your way. But at Moonlight High School, bullies are the ones that always lose.
You want to be on my list as well? Be my guest. Sticking your nose in where it doesn't belong when I'm involved will cost you dearly. Matter of fact, I think I'm in the mood to take a good swing at you.
You can try, but there's one problem. You can't hit a girl.
There's a first time for everything.
Mr. Cross. What do you think you're doing?
Oh, hello Vice Principal Hubbard. Nice to see you today.
Don't give me the shit, young man. I heard just enough of your little tough guy act. You already came from the office once, Now you've got 5 seconds to move your ass back over there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 out. Are you okay, Cassandra?
Yeah, I'm just fine. What about you, Phoebe? Where'd she go? She was just standing right behind me.
Are you sure? Well, if she was, maybe Phoebe just didn't want to be late for her next class.
She wouldn't leave by herself. Phoebe and I always walk together to her gym class, and then I leave her there before my study hall period.
I'll have to take a look for myself. But you yourself should be getting to your study hall period. Stop by the office during lunch if you need an update. And try not to worry in the meantime until then.
Okay, I will.
Miss Perez?
Hello, Vice Principal Hubbard.
How come you're not in gym class?
I'm sorry for ditching.
Cassandra got really worried about you.
She is a good friend.
And a great perky cheerful friend at that. She says you were standing right behind her when Kevin Cross came along.
I was. Kevin came up to confront me after he got in trouble in Mrs. Brooks' class last period. He said that if I did that again to him, that he would make my high school years a living hell. That's when in my mind, I started to panic.
Panic about what?
That I was going to go through non-stop bullying just like at my old school, and that I was going to end up just like my former friend. Someone close to me who took her own life because of how much she was bullied. I'd do anything to see her alive again, one last time.
I may not understand what it's like to lose a friend so close to you take their own life, Miss Perez. But I do know the pain left behind as a result can be really hard. I'd sure like to get to know more about your friend, and what you have gone through. Maybe opening up will help in understanding what you've had to go through.
I don't know if I can.
I know you can, Phoebe. Even if it is hard.
Can I wait until I feel ready? I don't want to feel overwhelmed.
Take all the time you need. Now what say we get you to class? You are a few minutes late for gym, but I'll vouch for you and let Coach Lawrence know that you were held up.
Okay.
You see visions of the sea, to fly so high